Hey guys, this is what my brother drinks. Let me show you this. Do not like this. It's not a real beer in my book. I just came back from jogging, so I look like this. This is what I'm drinking. Imported Harp. I don't know where it's from. It's Guinness. Harp beer. And I'm opening it with this crappy. Look how this must be like ancient. Look at that. Look how old that is. Well, anyway. Cheers, guys. That's good. That's good. Just came back from jogging, and it started raining again in the last few minutes of the jog. Let me go change into something a little bit nicer and change location. See you guys soon.
Hello YouTube, MeanBlackDude here drinking Knob Creek. This is my favorite whiskey. Bottle like this usually costs you $65-$75 bucks. Got it for $50 at a cheap place I found down the street the other day. This is my second favorite Maker's Mark. Probably most of you know this from Spider-Man 3 or just know it as stuff that you don't usually buy because it's too expensive, right? That sounded snobbish, but it wasn't my intention. Anyway, so I just drank that beer after I went jogging, then I had another beer, and then I went to Don Shula's restaurant, a steakhouse. And to be honest, I don't even know who the hell Don Shula was. I thought that's an odd name for a restaurant. Shula. I was trying to, does it sound Jewish? What is that? No idea. We get in there, and it's a very fancy steak restaurant in the middle in this hotel. And when we walk in, it's one of these places where the waiters are dressed better than most of the people. And there's a big football sitting on the table. I'm like, what the hell is this? So my brother-in-law grabs the football, puts it on the ground, thinking it's a mistake. And I'm like, yeah, that doesn't look like it belongs there, right? But actually, the football was the menu, which was pretty weird. But anyway, really nice restaurant. We had a couple bottles of wine, a little whiskey there too, and lots to eat. So much that even though I've had tons to drink tonight, I'm not even drunk. But here's the thing. I've been criticized. For me, this is like one long 3-week weekend. I've been drinking every day and taking it easy every day, except for today where I actually went out and exercised. I've been, I'm swimming around. I guess that's kind of exercise, but I'm not intentionally going out to exercise except for today. So anyway, I'm just getting fat and drinking, and my parents are getting on my case because no matter how old you get, when you go back to your parents' house or when you're with your parents, you go back home. Everyone reverts to their, what they're used to, which is me being an obnoxious kid, and my parents, reprimanding me for everything. So I literally cannot do anything without my mother telling me to stop that. So today I went jogging, and on the bike path, I was borrowed a bicycle, and I was on the bike path. And let me explain how this works. So we got the bay over here. There's the bay, right? Big bay. It's about 10 miles, I don't know, 5 miles from one end to the other. So maybe if you do the whole thing, it's like 10 miles, about maybe 6 to 10 or whatever. Anyway, then you got the bay, then you got a sidewalk, and then you got about 2 meters of grass. Then there's a very small lane about this big, which I think is just like kind of a safety area. And then the lane, the road, where the cars are whizzing by. Okay? So I'm on the sidewalk next to the bay, right next to the bay, and I'm coming up on this married old couple who are walking hand in hand, all romantic, and they're kind of taking up the whole path, right? So just to not freak them out as I approach them, I yell, "Hey, here I come!" And when I do, they both jump up in fright and hug each other like I just jumped up behind them, tapped them on the shoulder, and screamed in their faces. And the man yelled something angrily to him because I was wearing my iPod. I had no idea what he said. So I just kept going. Then I got to the end of the bay, and there's nowhere else to go. So I turned around and he was coming back. And I was feeling a little bit bad about scaring them. So I thought, okay, I'm going to stop and apologize. Just say, hey, sorry for startling you. So I stopped the bicycle to apologize, and I said, oh, I just wanted to say, I'm sorry if I startled you. And they're like, you're not supposed to be on the bike path. And as I'm saying this, other bicyclers are whizzing by. And as he says this, I look at his face, and I look over to the bikes as they, fade in the distance. Like, okay. They're not supposed to be on the bike path either. You're supposed to be on the street over there. And he's pointing to this area next to the lane, which is about this, this white. And as he does that, as he points, a big truck whizzes by, you know. Like, I'm not going to go, that's the bike lane? I said, I'm not going to go over there, that's crazy, you know. I'm going to get killed. And the woman's like, you almost killed us. I said, that's why I called out before I passed you, so I wouldn't hit you, you know. But of course, this, for some reason, this didn't seem logical, or he couldn't see that I was just trying to apologize, and I didn't get anywhere with these guys, so eventually we parted ways. Anyway, being back in America is kind of interesting in that it feels like everything is just going to hell here. I mean, I don't know, you know, living in Japan, people kind of obey small rules, or they're polite, they say I'm sorry, they accept apologies, they don't try to pick a fight when obviously there's no fight to be picked. I will say the one thing I was impressed by was that boobs in the States are presented the way they should be presented. I mean, they're just women, like a lot of cleavage here. Women walk around like, check these out, which is something you don't really see much of in Japan, though it does exist, but not very much. But in America, it's like everybody's got, like, you know, trophies to show off, which is nice, except that most of everybody's overweight. Yeah. Well, the other funny thing was that everyone has great teeth in America, but in Japan, no. Everyone's got scraggly teeth, but everyone's skinny. Everyone in America's got great teeth, but most of us are fat pigs. It's kind of a funny package that we're presenting there. Great teeth. Check out the teeth in the big fat roly-poly package. It's kind of, I'll be honest, I'm disappointed that MeanBlackDude, I want to say mean black guy, but that doesn't make sense. MeanBlackDude, you know, quit. And he told me today that if I make a video to say that he's not mad at Justin, so Justin, MeanBlackDude's not bad, I'm mad. I don't know if I'd be mad at MeanBlackDude, if I were in his shoes. Yeah, maybe, probably. Or, you know, I wouldn't trust Justin Mason to show up if he made a promise to me, you know. But, you know, I'm not. Or I would expect him. You know, I'd probably make plans in the future with him, but I'd expect him not to show up. But, you know, rendezvous never work out. That's one of the main rules of traveling. Rendezvous never work out. I mean, you ever say you're going to meet your friend somewhere? There's always some screw up. I mean, it's a rule. I mean, it's amazing. Yeah, it would have been amazing if they had met up, you know. You should always expect people not to show up. Anyway. Oh, so Ricky Ricardo has been keeping, RickyRicardo123 has been keeping YouTube whining up to date the last few weeks. Oh, whatever. Since I've been on vacation, I don't know. How long has it been since... yeah, last couple weeks now. And I gotta say thanks, Ricky. And he pointed me to a really funny video. He made a video response. I can't even say the guy's name. I don't know the guy's name, but I'll leave it in the you know, right there. Yeah, there. I'll leave it in that box in the sidebar. It's some gamer guy who you watch his video and you think the guy's insane. You think, okay, this guy is crazy. He's obviously, you know, it's obviously a joke, but you watch a few minutes and you realize this guy's completely serious. He's got this rant about Xbox or Final Fantasy 13. I don't really know. I don't even play video games, but and I don't think Ricky Ricardo does either. But he made this pretty funny response to this guy's video, which is, you know, just out of this world. And he used like the best parts of Ricky Ricardo's video. So even if you don't go to the trouble of watching the original video, which you should watch at least Ricky Ricardo's response, which is really funny. Yeah, so Ricky Ricardo, thanks for holding the fort on YouTube whining. There was a little what do you call it, glitch on YouTube whining in that I sent in the transfer application. You have to give some kind of administrative, I don't know, some kind of password to transfer the domain over from where Alan, Follow Bottom Distro was he was hosting it somewhere, and I had it transferred over to me. And as a result, for the next 24 to 48 hours, YouTube whining is down, which is a shame because we have all this stuff uploaded and all this stuff I want to point you to. For example, I guess I'll put a sub here, thing on the sidebar. This guy, Lost Boy something or other. You know what? Don't even forget about it. Look in the sidebar, and I'm going to put all these things that I had meant to put on YouTube whining that I couldn't because, you know, because we're down for the next 24 to 48 hours. So, but check out some interesting videos over there that I did all this, research. I'm catching up on videos, so I don't really know what's going on right now. Trying to catch up at least, but anyway, yeah. So that's all I got to say today. I got my brother-in-law over here. I think he wants some of this whiskey, so I'll sign off for now. Talk to you guys later. See you next week. Salud.